Yo, what's good, everyone? Today we're making some epic donk in the stew. We're gonna get fucking off chops, cunt. It's gonna be a fucking lit time, alright? Let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off with the kick. It's basic as fuck. Standard. This was in, I think his kick is D sharp. A good way to check your kick is audio editor. You want to go here and go into detect pitch regions. And you can see it's a D sharp kick, as I expected. I checked that ahead of time. I'm not that smart. I've just got a bit of out on, but you can fiddle around with this if it feels like it's clashing. Also with these, I haven't done it now, but we'll do it. We'll do it now. You want to bring it back. So you want your kick and your donk to be like trading spots. You never want any overlap, really. In sort of the old school stuff, you'll notice it's very clean cut. It still feels messy because there's splashy hats and shit everywhere, which we'll talk about in a sec. So yeah, I've just got the kick. For the clap, I've just got a classic clap. I don't think I've done much EQing on this. I've got a bit of out on it. Again, with these, we're just going to right click and select all similar clips. I'm just going to bring it back. We really want just tightness. What's important. I think I've just added the high pass. Anything that doesn't need low end info, just high pass it like this. Even if it's not too crazy, you don't have to go berserk with it. I could probably even bring this down a bit. Like, yeah, you can be pretty lenient with it. But yeah, I'd probably go like a steep 4 or something. I'm just going to add a hat in, classic. This is sort of my style. I mean, it's not really the full OG style. I'm sort of just doing my own thing, and it's what I like making. Now we're just going to add some shakers as well. This is just the drums. I'll just go through that first. I've just added these. They're very soft, actually. Let's bring them up a bit. And they sounded a bit shit high, so I just pitched it down. I just put it on stretch. I kind of like that vibe. I don't know if that's even a key or whatever, and I just stereo pan it a little bit with here. This is your stereo panning. I like panning shit. Low end, usually more mono, or like just leave it default. Except for subs, always mono those. I'll just put a kickstart on it as well, because otherwise it was very... It's just sidechaining, so it hits where the hat hits, sort of thing, and it just adds a little bit of more expression. I've also got a bunch of loops. I've got a top loop here. This is just... What is this doing? This is very soft. It's barely noticeable. We crank this up a little bit. Let's put it on auto. Can probably be a bit louder, yeah. Alright, let's try that with the other elements. You know, you're basically just trying to fill it out. With these sort of like less hectic, intense genres, you really want to pack it up with like background shit. And it's really just focusing on the donk bass and like a melody over the top or a vocal. So the drums are usually pretty basic. It's just more about the vibe and the groove. Next up, we'll just go through the loops out in the back. We've got a crowd cheering. This shit is underrated. Once you learn like how many tracks have this shit in them, you'll find most tracks have like some sort of like white noise crowd loop, and they help bring the track to life, you know, a lot. We've also got a white noise paired with that. With the top loop, the shakers, with the hat, with the snare, sorry. Clap, whatever the fuck. The clap could probably come up a little bit actually. Let's pitch it a little bit. Don't be scared to pitch shit. Trust me. Don't be scared. I've got this wave shaper on it. It's very intense. Maybe we bring it back a bit. Bring the volume up. I have a clap pretty mono right now. What we did. Maybe bring this up a little bit. I'm a big enjoyer of boosting high ends of like claps and things like that. There's often an area that gets neglected unless you have shakers or like something that's occupying that space. Yeah, it often gets neglected, especially also this kick area, which is where the donk will sit in this track. But always look out for those areas. You can just check up here even, like this area here. It's a tough area to get right. Anyway, let's get onto the donk now, because the rest is all just cosmetic shit. Oh, also, sorry, just before that, sidechain. I've just done this automation. Sidechain is just volume automation, if you didn't know. I do it, I route everything to a track here. So I've just got buses set up and things like that. If you'd like a walkthrough on that, I'm happy to do a video on it. But yeah, it's just increasing the volume when the kick hits and the clap hits. And it's nothing too crazy. I haven't gone really intense with this. Everyone's like, match the kick, but I don't know. I just sort of do it to my hearing. Next up, the donk. This is a Serum donk. I'm going to show you how I made it real quick. So this donks are just sine waves and like a squash sine wave. You can see it's more sorry here, but yeah, you can squish it down. You just want to play around with the FM. So basically I've got this sine wave that's like sort of squished a little bit. It's just one of the options under analog. And you just move the wavetable position, and then I've just put in FM from B. And then you just turn the OSC B volume down, and you usually want to have like an octave or two difference in the B and A OSC. And then I've just mapped envelope 1 to the cutoff, so it's just every time it hits. Oh, it's broken, hang on. If it ever breaks, just click this on and off. So it's just hitting like that. This did take a while to get right. Again, it's just fine-tuning stuff. As you can see, you get very different noises whenever you move these around. I also have like a bit crusher and shit on it. As for the effects, if I take the bit crusher off and things like that, a bit more donkey, but I did like the bit crush flavor. I don't know if it's really OG sound, but it was a personal preference. It just makes it sound a bit shitter, and I'm like, when you're going for an old school style, you want stuff sort of to sound shit. I've got some hyper on it. I did have chorus. I'll just give it some width, I think, and then I've got a bit of reverb. Try to bring that down even, just to fill up a bit of that space. And yeah, that's basically it. It's really just envelopes. I've just got a bit of noise as well. I don't know if that's doing a whole lot. But yeah, it's just there for fun. Why not? Just start adding stuff to your thing. If you don't know what it does, it's called experimentation, and you can impress your friends by acting confident. Let's run that all together. Might just have to fix this noise a little bit. Nice groovy track, and then for this little dinky thing, it's just a synth that's run on a really short release. And it's just playing the root notes, and sort of just it's playing the notes of the chord, especially for this song. I don't know if you guys have heard the original. I'm sure I'll play it before this, but yeah, it's just sort of it's a little bouncy loop. It's pretty much just hitting on every fucking 8th note, or 4th note, whatever the fuck you call it. I don't know anything about music, but yeah. I just found this in some pack, but I'll chuck a bunch of shit in a pack and you can check it out. As for that, that's basically it. That's pretty much your donk track, your bread and butter. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them. Follow me on Twitter, Discord. I'll link them all in the description. We're on this YouTube grind set arc. We're aiming for like 5K end of the year. It will happen, trust me. I'll make it happen. Anyway, thanks guys. Love you lots. Peace, and yeah, phase up.
I'll see y'all later. So woo! What?
Donk.